We've seen the tornado, been hit by the cyclone, but now it's time for the storm. On this video, I'm reviewing the latest grenade by Action Sport Games. It's the Storm 360. What's going on? It's Graham from Airsoft Nation. Welcome to another video. If it's your first time here and you want the latest reviews, news and all other types of airsoft related stuff, start now by hitting the subscribe button and smash the bell so you don't miss anything. The Storm 360 is a BB ejecting impact grenade by Action Sport Games, and as the name suggests, it spins into a frenzy while launching 165 BBs in 360 degrees. But first off, let's look at the unboxing. Every Storm 360 comes in a cardboard box along with a set of instructions, a metal spoon, and of course the grenade. Now as you can see here, I have the neon green model, but it's also available in olive drab green, black, urban grey and danger red. With a £50 price tag, I'd advise keeping to a brighter colour to avoid losing this after it's being thrown. And also, while you're at it, stick your initials underneath to help any marshals find you should they come across it. Looking at the grenade externally, it's made of a nylon polymer outer body, basically plastic, and on top what you'll find is the armed button in the centre, a spoon hole for the spoon to go through, and a fill valve. On the side you'll find a BB ejection port. Talking internally, these have an extremely basic yet reliable mechanics. Inside this two-piece sealed shell, you have a single channel for BBs to spiral down to the bottom. At the very bottom of the grenade is the core, which is where the gas fills up and holds a ball bearing against a grommet or an O-ring. This stops the gas escaping until you dislodge it with a hard enough impact. That's it. There isn't a lot that can go wrong, and you should never have to open this as it's sold as a sealed unit, but we'll come back to that shortly. First of all, let's move on to loading up. Now the ASG Storm is simple to load and even more simple to use. Whenever loading up your grenade, however, please always put iPro on and keep the BB ejection away from your face. First of all, what you do is you take the armed button and press it down using the pin until it goes all the way in. At that point you can put the spoon pin through and it's now safe. At that point, using green gas, please fill up the fill valve. And using 165 BBs in a speed loader, load them into the ejection port. When you're ready, you simply pull the spoon out, which releases the armed button, as so. This is now primed and ready to go, and you would throw it, of course, underarm. Now, for the fun part, let's see it in action. We've thrown this more than 20 times in woodland, CQB and testing here. It's fair to say the range has a good spread of about 10 metres on a 360 degree spin. From using this grenade, we've had the most effective spins whenever the grenade lands on its side as opposed to the bottom or top. Sometimes, however, it does take a second bounce or hit to eject more BBs. Now this is presumably because the ball bearing that's inside falls back onto the grommet and stopping the gas from ejection until the second impact. Which also means we've occasionally picked up the grenade after use and it does contain a small amount of BBs left in it. Special tip from us, if you do want a more frenzied spin, I recommend only putting 100 to 120 BBs in there and it will never have a problem clearing them. Drop test wise, the Storm goes off comfortably at a small distance. However, if it is landing on a soft surface, you may find a lacking detonation. This is due to the gas propulsion not being able to provide enough force to get the grenade to spin freely. Remember, the spin and bouncing is what enables this grenade to get that maximum coverage. After use to rearm the grenade, you simply push down the armed button again, place in your spoon, and gas up, followed by loading out with BBs. It's that fast and simple. For maintenance, all you do is put a small amount of lubrication down the armed button. This thing can then soak internally into the grommets and O-rings to keep them well lubricated. That is it. Rounding up, here are my pros of the Storm 360. First of all, it's a really cost-effective solution versus the one-time use pea grenades. Secondly, it's really simple to use and fast to reload comparatively to other BB grenades available. Now there is a good spread upon destination. Of course it does rely on having a hard surface, and the unit is virtually maintenance free, being the fact it's a sealed unit. You can buy replacement pins, and the support by ASG has been promised. However, what they do say is contact your ASG retailer first. And I mention that because we come to the cons. The main talking point about any polymer grenade is always going to be the build quality. The lifespan of throwing something like this against a concrete wall or floor is definitely going to take its toll. The fact it's a sealed unit means any swollen BBs, or if any of the rubber grommets give up, which is rare but possible, then it's essentially a dead unit unless you're willing to break the seal. That's the main issues. Now there are a few little things about the grenade itself. Upon being primed, you pull the pin out, the armed button comes out. You can now not re-enable the safety. You have to discharge it. So at the end of the game, you're always going to need to set this off. I recommend keeping this inside a pouch to avoid any accidental discharges. And talking of pouches, this grenade is bulky. While it can fit in most grenade pouches, it's going to be a bit of a squeeze. Of course, alternatively, you could use a small utility pouch or a dump pouch if you're in CQB. And then the only final one is that results may vary depending on what kind of surface this hits. If it doesn't get the rotations, you're definitely not going to get this full effect of the Storm 360. Overall, the Storm 360 is definitely one of my preferred grenades right now, and I take it to my CQB games confident it's going to go off with very good results. If I was using it every weekend, I'd be a little bit more wary of its long-term lifespan, but I cannot deny its effectiveness. And as we said earlier, provided ASG do provide that aftercare support, you should be fine within your warranty or reach out to ASG directly. Question of the day. What's your go-to grenade right now and your thoughts on the Storm 360? Leave a comment and a like below and I'll respond to every single one. If you want to see more airsoft grenades, take a look at our video. Of course, subscribe for more reviews up there, and don't forget you can always find your retailer with the Storm 360 in stock using the Airsoft Nation product finder. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.